what we've seen so far. Are Everton in there?
I could see it. I really could see Everton being there. It's going to be. I think it'll come down to really the start. The next 3 games under Lampard will tell us everything we need to know. But I do think Burnley and Watford are down, and my brain's telling me Norwich will go down. I do think Norwich will start having a blip of form.
Yeah, I have the exact same bottom 3 as you. I think Burnley won too many seasons that they've managed to scrape a 17th place finish or whatever. Watford, I don't see it. I think it doesn't work at that level. The knee-jerk reactions of sacking managers doesn't work, and I think Norwich just don't have that quality. I think they're a little bit too breakable in high pressure moments. Now let's move up the league. I think we're assuming that Man City win the league, right?
Yeah, I think it'd be very hard for Liverpool and Chelsea to catch them. Even though I have to say, City haven't impressed me. I just think they've been less worse.
Yeah, fair enough.
I watched Chelsea play. I watched City. I think Chelsea actually, and you'll love this, are the best football side in the country at the moment. I think they are the best team. I just think they've had results and brain fades at the wrong time. Yeah. Where City, for some reason, when they've had the brain fades, teams haven't taken their chances, which I think they look more vulnerable than Liverpool and Chelsea at times. I think the method is there to beat them. I just don't think the quality has been there to beat them.
Yeah, I think we saw in that Southampton game that they had chances and they just couldn't put them away. And I'm also assuming that Liverpool and Chelsea round out second and third, right?
Yeah, I think that's a lock. I think the top 3 is stabilised.
Yeah. All right. Who gets your 4th place? And with that, who finishes in the Europa League?
I've got a feeling that Spurs sneak 4th. I think they've got the quality, and I think Conte is that. I think the wonderful thing about Conte is his side is shit. It's probably the worst side he's ever coached, like skill-wise. But that system, it wins you games. It wins you games. It's tough to break down. I think West Ham will sneak 5th, and I've got a feeling United will be 6th.
Oh, okay. So Arsenal, another rebuild for them, or?
No, I think I'm harsh on Arsenal, but I do think Arsenal have done the right thing, and I do wish United had done the Arsenal model. Strip it back, get rid of your stars, get a coach in that you believe in, and back him to build something. I think Arsenal won't be too far away. I think they're one more window away. They seem to do their business in summer. They don't like January, and I think Arteta is the product of Pep. Pep doesn't like to do January window either. He doesn't believe in it. So I think Arteta, it doesn't surprise me Arteta's not going for players. I wouldn't panic. I think he's got the perfect side. I think that side is a really good young side. They give it a go. I just think them young legs are going to fade towards the end of the year in a long season. But I think next year, I wouldn't be surprised to see Arsenal top 4.
Yeah, it's one season too early for them, I reckon. I just don't think the youth is as experienced as they need to be to battle this type of scenario. I've got the same 3 clubs in my top, well, in my 4th to 6th, but I've got West Ham scraping top 4. It's just there's something about the way they play. Nothing really seems to faze them. And I don't know. I would love to see it because I feel like there's always one shock result in the top 6. There's always one shock place. Whether it was like Leicester a couple of seasons ago or like Southampton however many years back. But I reckon West Ham will just have enough. I don't think United will have clicked to Rangnick's style yet for it to like have a real sustained run at top 4. I think Spurs. I think the team will let Conte down, and I just think at West Ham everything's going to click by the time they need it to, and they're going to get top 4. Now, what is moving on. What's a headline that by the end of the season we'll see? Like, what's the back page saying at the end of the season?
Well, I think if your predictions are right and West Ham finish 4th and United finish 6th, it would be that did United make a mistake with Moyes? Because what West Ham have done is I said it at the time when United brought in Moyes. You've got to, if you give him a 5-year deal, you've got to back him. You've got to back him and understand it's going to get worse before it gets better. Moyes and Fergie, 2 different coaches, 2 different styles. And what Fergie did with that United side, go back and watch that United side. It was piss poor. It was Fergie doing Fergie things, and Moyes got the results you'd expect of that 11 players. I think Moyes would be that guy. I think he will be a guy that, maybe the top 4 look at, because what he does with West Ham, you're spot on. They're hard to break down. They don't give up. They don't give any respect to the big 4 clubs. They ran City close. They gave Liverpool a game. They don't fear anyone. And it just shows you what good coaching does and a good system. And I think Moyes will be the forgotten hero.
Yeah, I think that he's got that side playing a really just solid football, really efficient football, and I reckon I do think he can translate to a side with better players. It's just about managing egos, which is my only concern. But he's an experienced enough man, I reckon, to get that under control.
Spot on.